A spiritual perspective on life and death question. I have been working as a care worker for 7 years. This is not self-praise, but I often receive compliments, thanks, and words like, "You work so well," and "You're amazing." I've cared for all kinds of people, even former gang members and former members of parliament, and I've always received very positive feedback. What I want to ask is this. In the teachings I've heard, it is said that young people become sick because they live wrongly, because they are stubborn, or because they are greedy. But those who are over 80 and suffer from aging and old age illnesses often say, "Life is tiring. I'm sick of this world." For such people, is there any way for them to comfortably pass away when they feel it is time, perhaps even with the help of a single pill? Answer: life and death cannot be controlled by human will. Life operates within the order of heaven, and no one can arbitrarily change its timing. This is why modern society, through medical ethics and law, prohibits the deliberate shortening of life. Society has created systems to protect human life and maintain this order. However, the reason elderly people continue to live even while being ill is not merely biological. Their prolonged suffering becomes the final lesson they leave to their children. A living textbook, a warning, and an opportunity for realization. 1. The educational meaning of a parent's suffering and death. When parents lie ill for a long time, they are sending the following messages to their children. The way you are living your life is not right. Reflect deeply on yourself by looking at my life. Do not live the way I did. If the children correct their way of living and sincerely reflect on themselves, the parent is able to pass away more peacefully and sooner. If the children do not awaken, the parent's suffering may continue longer. Traditional acts of filial piety, cooking special porridge, massaging the parent, and so on, do not necessarily lessen the parent's suffering. In fact, the parent may remain bedridden longer because the child has not yet matured. 2. The essence of filial piety. Not service, but self-reflection. True filial piety is not about physical care or material support. What parents truly want is for their children to grow into mature adults, contribute to society, become independent, and live in a way that earns the respect of others. When their children achieve this, parents feel that they have completed their mission without regret. On the other hand, when children remain immature, visiting too frequently, interfering, or living without growth, parents feel they have failed in their role, and illness may arise as an expression of this unresolved burden. 3. The relationship between ancestors and descendants. Resolving unfulfilled longings. If ancestors had dreams or responsibilities they could not fulfill in their lifetime, the descendants must carry those forward and contribute to society. This is not merely individual success. It is the practice of Hongik Ingan, the principle of benefiting humanity. The reason our generation has received unprecedented opportunities for growth and education is because we have been given this historical mission to fulfill. The role and mindset of a care worker. A shift in one's sense of purpose. A care worker is not simply a service provider. They observe the lives of patients and their families, understanding the meaning of a person's journey. This profession requires a deeper perspective. 1. Do not see your work merely as a means of making a living. Understand and respect the life stories and family relationships of those you care for. Hold a sense of purpose, that your existence contributes to society. Even if two people perform the same task, the quality of their life diverges greatly when one thinks, "I work just to survive," versus "I am working for the person who will use this cup." Those who choose the latter path gain wisdom, trust, and become pillars of society. 5. Conclusion. Work, family, death, and humanity's true mission. Human beings are not here merely to earn a living. Even suffering and death are part of the educational process meant to awaken us. We must reflect on ourselves through our parents' suffering, contribute to society and honor both our ancestors and ourselves, practice awakened professional ethics, and grow into a people who open new paths for humanity. This is true filial piety, and it is the great mission of Hongik Ingan.